Hey beauties, welcome back to my channel. It's me, Riri, and if you're new here, I'm an over 40 lover of all things beauty and indie brands. Today's video is first impressions. Alright beauties, before we dive in, please don't forget to thumbs up the video if you like what you see. It really does help me out a lot. Subscribe if you have not yet, you know you want to. And turn on your bell notifications right down there so that YouTube might notify you when I upload future videos, which is typically Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. So today's video is actually part 2 of my Shop My Stash that I'm going to be starting here on my channel. So many of you guys do the Shop My Stash. I love watching other people shop my stash. And of course, if you've been here for a little while, you know I recently did a massive declutter and I'm really trying to focus on products that I do have. However, once in a while, products come out and they just make my little heart pitter-patter and I need to try them. So I'm going to be testing out for the very first time a ton of my Shop My Stash products that I had not tried yet. We're going to be trying the Milani palette. So freaking cute. I have the NYX High Glass Powder. I'm going to be trying the new limited edition Mother's Day It Cosmetics powder brush. It is stunning. I love their brushes so much. We have an ABH foundation brush to test out, as well as the ABH Eye Primer. I've never tried that either. I'm also, for the very first time, going to be trying a cosmetic or color cosmetic from Touch in Sol, their foundation. I've only ever tried their primers, which I'm obsessed with. I also have a few Bare Minerals products, brand new. We have a bronzer and a highlight. And I'll be testing out a brand new indie brand to me called Moira Cosmetics. I cannot wait for you guys to see this. As soon as I saw them post this, I purchased 2 because it is gorgeous. And y'all know I'm a blush hoe. So I'll be testing this out as well. We are going to dive in. I do have on my moisturizer and my SPF, so I am ready to go. I'm going to be testing out for the very first time the Seraphine Botanicals Camelina and Strobe Luminizing Primer. I did get this in my Boxy pop-up for, I think, $3 or so. They are vegan, no parabens, no mineral oils, no phthalates, no gluten. It has rose flower water, so if you have an aversion to rose, maybe wouldn't suggest. With camelina oil, hypoallergenic and non-comedogenic. They are cruelty-free and vegan. So I'm very excited to test this out. So let's get this bad boy open. I do love the packaging. It's so pretty. I also like that this is a smaller size. I mean, as much as I go through primers, I like to test different primers. So I like that it's a little bit of a smaller size. I'm going to put some... Whoa, that is very thick. I was not expecting that at all. I think of Luminizing as kind of more liquidous, you know, more like dewy, glowy. I don't smell anything at all, actually. Let's see how it looks on the skin. That is quite thick. It feels like a pore kind of primer. Oh, okay, that's really pretty already. Yeah, I don't smell anything at all. Oh, that's kind of pinky though. Ooh. We'll see what it looks like once it's blended out. I also have very reactive skin, you guys, so as you see me kind of apply products sometimes, you have to kind of ignore this part through here. I do have rosacea and very sensitive skin. Okay. I don't necessarily love the texture. If you're somebody that likes a more kind of pore filling type of texture, I'm trying to show you up close, then you may like it. It's just a little weird for me, a little off for me, but I do like the glow a lot. It doesn't have a strong scent or anything, and it is quite dewy. Very, very pretty. Huh. Okay. I for my own personal preference, and you guys know this, I like a very thick, dense, moisturizing kind of primer. I mean, but I have very, very dehydrated and dry skin. So far it's just an okay. We'll see how the foundation plays with it. Next up is the Touch in Sol Pretty Filter Perfect Finish Foundation. I did get the shade medium. I'm going to tell you right now, their shade range is tragic. They have a lot of work to do. So this says shade medium. It is a long wear matte foundation with full coverage, blurs pores, lines, and wrinkles, and then offers flawless makeup. So we shall see. I'm not typically a full coverage beauty. You guys know this, and the shade may be way too dark. I don't know yet. But I've been wanting to try something from them other than their primers, which I know I love the primer. Oh, I love the primers. That is a glass bottle. It is quite heavy. It is a frosted bottle. It is probably definitely going to be a little dark. And you guys, I know that I get this a lot. There people are like, that looks like it's going to be too dark. Or I definitely look with the lights right in my face. I definitely look way more fair than what I am in real life. Like if you look at my arms and stuff like that, they're substantially darker than what you're kind of seeing up here. So it doesn't always look as bad in person as maybe it does here as far as like shades. So I like the packaging. It is a pump, so I like that too. So we're gonna shake it up. Y'all pray for me now. And I'm gonna put some on the back of my hand. I don't know how thick it's going to be or how much tea. It's fairly thick. Like it's not moving at all. I do want to smell it. I always do. Oh, that smells nice. Does this have SPF in it? That smells amazing. I don't see in the box that it says that it has SPF, but I feel like that's what I'm smelling. But it's a soft, like lovely scent. I'm going to test out this A30 Pro Domed Kabuki brush from Anastasia Beverly Hills. Maybe my first time trying this. So I'm going to get a little bit. I typically do that, kind of sheared out down at the bottom. Get a little bit of product. Yeah, I can definitely tell you, obviously it's going to be a little bit too warm for me. But we'll ignore that. We're looking at what does the coverage look like? Does it blend out well? Does it separate? Does it oxidize? Things like that. I am going to push the product in where I need. That smells amazing. That smells so good. But I push the product in kind of in my trouble spots, if you will, and kind of pounce it on. The shade, actually on my hand, it looks like it looks lighter on my complexion, which is a little strange. I like the brush. It smells so, it's such a familiar, it almost smells like soft baby powder meets a soft perfume, if you will. And you guys know if I'm going to be using concealer, I avoid my under eye, my direct under eye with foundation. I do not want to add any product where I don't need it. And then once I kind of push the product where I need it, I will then start to buff this out and then kind of take it to the perimeter of my complexion. Again, I use very little in the realm of like complexion products, foundation and stuff like that. You know, less is more approach for me. I think the color is actually going to be really, really nice heading into spring and summer. I think the coverage is really, really lovely. I mean, it's covering all of the redness for sure. And then, of course, I will get up close and personal, as I always do, with kind of first impressions and testing new foundations. Yeah, it's blending out incredibly, incredibly well. It is definitely matte, though. And you guys know that is not always my preference. But I can always add radiance and glow back into the complexion, so that doesn't bother me. The only time it ever bothers me is if it's cakey or if it feels quite heavy. And it doesn't. It doesn't feel heavy at all. Huh. Not bad. Not bad at all. So I will definitely finish kind of blending it out, but I do want to get up close and let you guys see what it looks like upon first application. So you can see in the before, I definitely have a lot of redness, broken capillaries, hyperpigmentation. I have a lot going on. We have acne, scarring, and everything. And then our after. I can see it is starting to look a little thick kind of through here, but I always spray my face and kind of press everything out, so I think that'll go away. But it looks pretty damn flawless. Like, you don't see any redness, nothing peeking through at all. I think it looks really, really beautiful. Aside from that little area right there, I don't dislike it at all. And I can still kind of see like a little bit of, it's not super, super matte, like so matte that, you know, it feels like dry when I do this. So we're going to spray the complexion. I'm going to get out my little Glam Glow. This is the Glam Glow Glow Setter Makeup Setting Spray. I've never tried this. I've always wanted to because I see Shan XO use it. So I just got a mini. And then if I love it, of course, I can go purchase. So I'm going to spray this side of my complexion. Oh gosh. Oh, that's incredibly fine. Ooh. Oh my God, and it smells good. Quite light and fruity. Oh. And the glow's beautiful. Okay. So what I do is I spray and then gently take a sponge and kind of walk it across the complexion. And what this does for me personally is takes away any dryness, heaviness, cakiness, things like that. Prior to kind of adding a bunch of powder products, I know what the complexion's doing. I know what my skin is doing, how it's reacting, and kind of setting with whatever foundation and stuff that I've used. So yeah, it's definitely doing something funky on my nose. That could be the primer. I'm not going to roll the foundation out, and keep in mind I have very dry skin. But it is definitely like it's already like breaking apart or just not mixing well, not blending well into the skin. It doesn't look very good. Everything else though looks nice. So I'm going to do the other side and I will be RB. All right, beauties, we are back. I went in and did my brows really quick because I don't have a new brow product. I went in with my Ulta Beauty Ultra Slim Brow Pencil in Brunette. And then I just opened up a brand new Kush Fiber Brow Gel in the shade Dub. And I also went in with my Tarte Shape Tape, the Ultra Creamy in the shade Light Sand. I did not set that down or anything like that yet. We are next going to dive into the NYX High Glass Finishing Powder in the shade Light. And we're going to test out our brand new limited edition IT brushes for Ulta. This is the Flawless Flower powder brush, and it's supposed to be limited edition powder brush for Mother's Day. I always love their limited edition products. I think they're so, oh, it's so pretty. They're so beautiful. This is heavy and it feels amazing. And as you can see, it's a beautiful like rose shape. That's so pretty. And we'll get up close so you guys can see the handle. I think it's beautiful. Oh, I love the shape. I think it's stunning. And I mean, I love IT Cosmetics brushes. I have used them for years and years and years, so I know I'm gonna like this. I love the weight of this. This is incredibly heavy. If you have this brush, please comment down below. So we're gonna dive in. This is supposed to be a quite like luminous, radiant type of powder. I'm not getting much kickback at all in here. And we're gonna lightly pounce and set and see if we do get that glass-like complexion. I definitely can see a little bit of luminosity. Oh, I don't like how that does not smell very good. It smells kind of chemically. I'm not gonna lie. I do like the shape of this. I feel like it's nice and dense, but also incredibly soft too. It's honestly, if you're not somebody that likes an intense highlight, but you like a little something, I'm pretty sure you can tell the way that it kind of looks on the tip of my nose and right through here. If you're looking for just a very soft, subtle, and inexpensive highlight, I think this would be beautiful for you. I definitely think if you have oily skin and you're using this kind of just as a setting powder, this ain't for you. I'm definitely feeling a little bit dry, I'm not gonna lie. Even though I like the luminosity that this gave me, not really liking the complexion. I'm also noticing a little bit of texture showing up right here, which, I mean, I have textured skin. I'm human. It's okay. All right. But I feel like it's really emphasizing it. So we'll keep wearing it. I don't like to rule out foundations and makeup products because it could be the primer, it could be a powder, it could be, you know, multiple things. Also, the more we wear complexion products, especially, they kind of just sink into the skin and kind of become one with the skin. So not ruling it out, but right now it's either the primer and the foundation together, or that foundation is just a no from me, dog. Okay. Next up, I'm going to go into the Bare Minerals bronzer. I did get the shade Faux Tan. And oddly enough, I used to use only Bare Minerals products from the time I was like 25, 26 till I was about probably 30, 32 for a very, very long time because my skin is so reactive and so sensitive. So I'm excited to revisit the brand now that they have like more pressed products or compact products. This is the Endless Summer Bronzer in Faux Tan. So let's look at it. Ooh, very pretty. Let's smell it. Oh my goodness, that smells amazing. Hold on, I gotta see what that smell is, y'all. Clean without compromise, full of a sun-kissed glow, free of fake-looking color. Mineral-based powder bronzer provides an instant natural-looking tan, gradual glow. Complex helps to give the sun-kissed glow over time. Blurs the appearance of your pores and imperfections for a photo-ready finish. I'm trying to figure out what the scent is that I'm smelling because it smells wonderful. It's almost, is it chocolatey? Caramelly, burnt sugar? I don't know, y'all, but it smells divine, honey. It feels very, very soft to the touch. Very satin-like. All right, let's bust out our Judy brush, y'all. You know the deal. This Judy brush is everything. It's a brand new one. I finally had to toss my other one, and I don't throw away brushes very often, but I've been using that one very, very consistently for a little too long, y'all. And even upon washing and stuff like that, it still wasn't kind of coming as clean as I would have liked for it to. Oh, that smells so good. All these products are smelling yummy, y'all, except for that powder. Oh, I like this a lot. That smells amazing. Almost like caramel popcorn or something. It smells delicious. And I'm hungry as hell, too. It's dinner time, y'all. Ooh. It definitely does have a blurring effect. That is gorgeous on the skin. Ooh, and I love the shade. I like, and I've talked about this before, I do not like a bronzer or a blush that as soon as you press it to here and you move your brush, it's literally just stuck there. It can become just, it doesn't look good. It doesn't blend out well. It becomes muddy and stark and gets patchy. I like a buildable product, but that also offers staying power. And I feel like this is doing a pretty damn good job. That is beautiful. Ooh, I like this a lot, y'all. Is it going to replace my Minty Cosmetics one for this summer? Time will tell. Although I doubt it, because I love that bronzer. But this is really, really nice. Ooh. Okay, I'm still feeling a little dry. Other than that, though, I feel like everything is working out beautifully thus far. This is probably, out of everything, the thing I'm most excited about. Y'all know, first and foremost, I love indie brands, and I'm a blush hoe. This is the Moira Signature Ombre Blush in shade 04 Morning Sunshine. Let me bust out my scissors. All right. And I have not opened obviously, I have not opened these yet, but I've seen these in their feed and oh, they're so damn pretty. I'm very excited. All right. Oh, it's so much prettier in person. Oh my God. That's beautiful. So let's open it up and get up close. My goodness. Y'all, that is stunning. I'm kind of scared to touch it. I don't want to mess it up, but dang it, it's so pretty. I am going to smell it. Smells literally like nothing. We'll feel for texture. That feels incredibly soft. All right, y'all, we're going to go in. I think I'm going to kind of concentrate it in each color and bring it down and see what color we get. Would normally typically kind of round this all the way around, but that pink, y'all, it's a lot. That's a lot of fallout too. We're going to see though. And I like to gently kind of pounce, especially if I'm just trying out a blush for the first time. Oh, honey, she's pigmented. And I'll bring it up some, across the bridge of my nose. Y'all know I love blush. Yeah, that is incredibly pigmented. Definitely less is more when you get down here to the super hot pink and tap it off. I went into the lighter colors on this side. I just want to kind of see if you can use it in different ways. I feel like you definitely can. Definitely really pretty. We're going for the sunburnt look on this side, which, okay, that's a look too. I'm going to go into the lighter colors and try to diffuse this down just a touch. Ooh. And then I'll add a tiny bit on this side to make them even-ish. Oh, that's pretty. Yeah, I honestly, though, I kind of feel like, yes, it's beautiful, but even if I were to do this and just go around once, that hot pink is incredibly, incredibly pigmented. And I kind of feel like unless you are pretty strategic with the placement of the brush, you're going to end up with a very kind of stark blush, if you will. Now, if you did have deeper skin than me, or maybe for me during the summertime, this would be a little bit better for me. I did get another shade of this too. Overall though, it's gorgeous. And I am going to show y'all really quickly with just any loose powder. I'm going to show you if something like how I was talking about with the bronzer, if it just kind of sticks in place, starts to look patchy, muddy, won't blend out. Same thing with the blush. Although it is blending out beautifully, it's obviously too dark for me. So I suggest going in with just a powder brush, any kind of soft fluffy powder brush, a super open fluffy powder brush. Load it up with your loose powder and go around the edges. I wouldn't touch like right through here. Just soften the edges up a little bit, whether it's blush or bronzer. And then I'm going to tap off the brush and make sure there's no excess powder on the brush. Then I'll take it across and we'll just soften this out. Much better. Okay, so definitely, I think especially if you do have beautiful, like medium to deep skin and you're concerned that something is maybe not pigmented enough, honey, she's pigmented. It's beautiful. Is it a little too pink for me? Yes. Y'all know I typically go more like orangey, corally terracotta, but it's beautiful and the packaging is absolutely beautiful. All right, so far so good. I'm going to spray my face again before I do my highlight. You guys know I always do this. It just kind of keeps the skin, again, looking nice and fresh, not looking heavy or cakey or anything like that. I cannot stand that. And then we're going to take our sponge and gently, again, press. We're not tugging. We're not pulling. We're not disturbing the complexion products. Yeah, I'm still feeling dry, and I do not like the way that my texture is looking at all. I mean, it's flawless. I still feel like I look really pretty, but not my favorite. So next we're going to go into the Bare Minerals. This is their Endless Glow Highlighter in the shade Free. And it says, of course, clean without compromise, full of a natural looking glow, free of any fake looking glitters. Oh, thank goodness. Y'all know I hate glitter and highlight, honey. And it has the exact same very sleek black packaging. I also like, especially since, duh, it's in the same package, this one clearly says bronzer and it's more of a gold, like bronzy, you know, font. And then the highlighter is more of like a silvery font. So I think that's pretty cool. Let's open it up and look at it. Oh my gosh, yes. It's like a very beautiful muted mid-tone gold, which are my all-time favorites. Oh, I'm a little scared. Okay, here we go. So I always, again, go less is more, tap off my brush, and only apply at the very highest point of my cheekbone. And I like to bring it up just a little bit on the eye. Oh, that is beautiful. And then a little bit here, here, and here. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. It is quite soft, and there's no glitter. It doesn't look thick or chunky or anything like that. It really is laying on the skin beautifully. Ooh. Okay, that I like a lot. And they have different shades as well in the bronzer and in the highlight. Oh, I like it. Oh, okay. So far, success on most things. Now we're going to dive in with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Eye Primer. I've never tried this. It was like a little mini in one of my Sephora orders or something like that. So I'm going to go ahead and prime the lids. It's so little. It's so cute. And, whoa, that is very runny. Let me wipe this on my towel and let me shake this up. I don't know if it's supposed to be that runny. Okay. Oh, I'm so scared. Okay, it's very, very liquidy. I don't know how I feel about that, y'all. I don't mind a thinner, like more sheer type of consistency in an eye primer, unless you're really trying to cover veining and sallowness and things like that. You know, it doesn't have to be a kind of full coverage primer. This is quite thin though. Let me see. It's blending in pretty well, so I'm not mad at it. The texture was a little different. but it's actually giving me more coverage than I thought it was going to give me. It also does not feel sticky at all. You guys also know I hate anything sticky. All right, so this I like so far, and I didn't think I was going to. Next, uber excited. Can you tell? I'm going in with the Milani Gilded Getaway eyeshadow palette. Y'all, is that not the cutest freaking thing you've ever seen in your entire freaking life? Hi. So it says Gilded Getaway Hyperpigmented Eyeshadow Palette. Get out of town gorgeous with earthy neutrals paired with shades of sunset. Glamping goes luxe and undeniably gilded. So I'm very excited. It's the cutest freaking thing. I feel like, I mean, obviously it's kind of travel inspired too, but I feel like it's perfect for travel because of the size. So we're gonna dive in. Let me take the little cover off of here. That is so damn cute. I love the packaging. I feel like it has a pretty good mix of, like I said, you know, natural earthy tones, little pops of gold, some jewel tones in here. And I like the mix of the mattes to the shimmers. And then there's also a kind of like sequiny type of shadow right here. Oh my gosh. That's so pretty. So we're gonna do some swatches really quickly. I'm gonna do Kindle, Campfire, and Happy Glamper first. Oh my gosh, this feels so incredibly soft. Next up is Vacay Goals, Oasis, and S'more, like s'mores, Fun. So we did these three. Now we're doing these three right here. Next up are Chillax, A-Frame, and Good Vibes Only. These three right here. Yeah, again, you guys, these feel very, very satiny. And some of these, like the metallics, this Vacay Goals right here, the Vacay Goals right there, it feel almost like putty-like. These look incredibly, incredibly pigmented. Then last but not least are Succulent, I love it, Tree, Mendes, and Under the Stars, which is these three shades of right here. Again, y'all, they feel so soft, so absolutely creamy and very satin-like. I'm pretty blown away by the actual swatches thus far. All right, we are gonna dive in. I think I'm first gonna go into A-Frame, which is this really light taupe shade right here. And just do a fluffy brush. There's a lot of kickback when I go in with the brush. Next up, I'm going to go into S'more Fun with a slightly smaller brush, and S'more Fun was our deep, rich chocolate over here. Oh, okay, I'm scared. I'm telling you, the way that these feel, you guys, they feel incredible. Like very, very soft and satin-like to the touch. Next up, I'm going to go into Oasis, which is kind of like the bricky shade right here. And I'm just going to see how it looks kind of coupled with this. I hope it doesn't look muddy. Oh, not at all. Okay. I'm pretty damn impressed by this, y'all. And yeah, is it cute and kitschy? Yes. Do I probably already have these shades 4 million times over? Also, yes. But did I have to have it? Yes, I did. Yeah, I think this is beautiful. I mean, I can't attest yet to, you know, long wearability and things like that, but it is blending incredibly well. I'm impressed so far. I'm going to pick up a smaller brush. This is my little Hank and Henry Monica brush. I think I want to go into the Tremendous. I want to play with as many colors as I can. It is a deep, deep hunter green shade. And we are going to run that on the lower lash line and see what happens. It could look like total shit, but, you know, you only live once. Ooh, also very, very beautifully pigmented. I think I'm also going to go into the Succulent, which was the like more metallic green shade. And I'm going to switch to like a firm shader brush and also put that under the eye. Oh yeah, I love that color. Ooh, I'm liking where this is going, y'all. The only thing is, I don't know what to use as far as the metallic shade. Because y'all know if I do greens, I always go gold. And that Vacay Goals is really pretty, but I think I'm honestly going to go right here. I think I'm going to go into Kindle. Let me remind you what that looked like. And I'm going to start with my finger. Let's see how that works. Again, these are incredibly, incredibly soft. Whoa. Oh, that's beautiful. And if you have long nails or you can't, you know, kind of get in with your fingers and make it precise, just use a small detail brush. You can also wet the brush and apply it. I'm actually going to do that, not wet it yet. We're going to go in with a little concealer brush. I just want to see how it picks up on the brush and if we can get just a little bit more precise. That is a gorgeous color. Oh, I love it. Oh, that's pretty, you guys. I think I am going to be sneaky, and I'm going to go into the gold. I think this is going to be a little too much, a little too yellow, so I think I'm going to go here, and that is Vacay Goals. We're going to go in with it dry first, and I'll kind of make sure everybody gets blended and marries well together. This is the one to me that kind of feels like putty-like a Super Shock shadow, if you will. Very pretty. Ooh. I did not know where this look was going to go, you guys. But I think this looks really beautiful. All right, y'all, we are almost in the home stretch. Y'all go get your tacos and your tequila, your milk and your cookies, your Doritos, your Fritos, your Cheetos. I'll wait. Go ahead, go get your snack. We're almost there, y'all. We are almost in the freaking home stretch. Next up, we are going to try the Style Sepia French Garden Gel Liner with Diamond from Touch and Soul, and this is the shade Chocolat. I really love the packaging a lot on this. All right, y'all. And it is a retractable, which is kind of freaking cool. I do want to kind of swatch and see what it's going to look like. It is quite creamy. Oh, that applies beautifully. Oh my gosh. That is nice. It almost feels wet and then it like dries down like in an instant. That's pretty freaking cool. I definitely don't think you guys are going to see that in there, but it has like the most tiny little like micro reflect or just like a little bit of a shimmer to it. That is intense brown. I'm excited for this, y'all. And with a liner upon first application, kind of my first impressions. Do I have to pull and tug? Does it feel creamy? Is it gliding okay? You know, is it making me tear up? Things like that. It did not. It does feel quite creamy and it is quite rich in pigment. That is nice, y'all. That is very intense. We'll see how it wears, but it's so cool. Like it goes on, it almost looks wet. Let me just show you guys up close while we're right here. Let me show you guys up close. So you can see it kind of like looks quite wet, like quite liquidy almost. Like you can see how it's shining. But then you see when it dries down, it kind of mattifies. It's so weird. So cool too. Okay, I like that. Then I'm going to go ahead and line my lips with my Dominique Cosmetics lip liner. I'm obsessed with this. This is my favorite liner I've ever used, and it's the shade Crush. So I'm going to do this. We're going to do lips and mascara, and we're done. I'm going in with the Huda Beauty Mini Power Bullet Kit. It's like little mini lipsticks. They're on clearance. And it's the shades Interview and Girls Trip. I have tried her liquid lipstick formula, and I love it. But I've never tried her actual bullet lipsticks. So let's see what color we want to use. I kind of feel like the richer tone is going to be a little bit prettier and it'll work better, and it'll kind of complement the eye look and the liner. So let's go with this one. And this is the shade Interview. That is so freaking cute. I'm going to smell them. That's another reason. That's one of the reasons I don't like bullet lipsticks. I don't like the scent. And traditionally, kind of old school, if you will, bullet lipsticks were very waxy. And I did not like that. So I feel like I'm smelling baked goods, like vanilla-ish. And I really like the shape of this as well. That is really, really cool. I really like the color a lot. Well, let's dive in. I like that. Does not feel sticky, does not feel heavy. Of course, I'm more mature. I have lines and things like that in my lips. I don't feel like it's emphasizing that. It doesn't feel thick and like waxy. Okay, I like that. It smells nice. I like the little component. I think this would be perfect for travel as well. And then last, but certainly not least, darlings, we are going to try the KVD Go Big or Go Home Volumizing Mascara. That packaging is cute as shit. So let's test it out. So the wand is okay. I prefer more of like an hourglass shape, but at least it's a nice fluffy wand. The formulation does look incredibly black. So let's see. I usually curl my lashes first. I did not today. Doesn't smell strong, thank goodness. I cannot stand, there's nothing to me that turns me off more in regard to, you know, beauty makeup items than something that just smells horrible. Like, we're putting that on our skin, guys, and our skin is what? An organ, the largest organ in our entire bodies, okay? So we got to take good care of it. I'm definitely seeing some volume, not so much, not a whole lot in regard to lift. The volume is very nice. I like that it's a slightly drier formula. That is my preference with a mascara. Okay, it's okay. Is it the favorite? No, it's not, but it's okay. All right, that is it, beauties. I know this is a very long video. Thank y'all so much for taking the time to come and watch. I want to say of everything that I use, I don't think I was super duper disappointed by much. This is not my favorite. I do like that it gave a little bit of a glow, and maybe if I use a more dewy foundation, I'll like it more. So I'm gonna revisit it, but just the texture is just not my preferred for a primer. But I will revisit it, and I will of course let you guys know. And I'm also gonna say the same about the foundation. Again, this is coming from somebody that has very dry skin, and I don't typically gear toward a matte foundation. I just feel like it's emphasizing texture. Of course, I'll get up close. Aside from that, though, I mean, I don't feel like I feel overly dry. I don't feel like it feels tight or anything like that. Of course, I'll try it again with a more dewy, luminous primer, you know, like a more lotion-like primer like I like. The mascara is just okay. Definitely not blown away by it. I loved the brush a whole lot. It's so pretty. And I'm blown away by the weight. It feels incredible. The palette, I love. Again, lots and lots of kickback on there, but I think the eye look is beautiful. I think they blended very nicely together. The textures and stuff like that are really nice. The lipstick, I really like. That highlighter, honey, is beautiful. The bronzer, fantastic. The blush, again, I would just say kind of err on the side of less is more with this. A fluffy brush, or kind of lightly tap into the pink and then tap into the other shades, just so it's not so much. And of course, if you have a deeper skin tone, I think go ham on it because it's going to be beautiful. But the packaging, everything, I love. The embossing, I love. What else do we have? The liner. The liner is so freaking cool. I'll show you again. Like, it goes on almost wet, and then it just dries down so beautifully matte. I think it's stunning. I feel like overall I like everything a lot and would reuse the stuff that I've tried. I love this. I'm gonna put a little bit more. It smells so nice. This, I mean, the spray on here, you guys, is ultra fine, and it is definitely glass-like and very dewy. I like this a lot. The High Glass powder, Again, I'm going to try it with kind of my standard products, if you will. That's the thing about a first impressions. I feel like it's super pretty though. I will revisit it. I definitely would say though, if you're somebody that is a less is more, especially in the realm of highlight, you just want a little kiss of something, this would be a beautiful highlight. The eye base, very, very impressed by this. At first, y'all saw me, I was a little shocked. It's very watery kind of when it comes out, but I like it. I like it a lot. I will continue to use that for sure. Yeah, I think overall, I think this was a win. I definitely think this is a win overall. I appreciate you beauties so, so much. I love you. Stay happy, healthy, and safe, and be your own best beautiful. Bye, beauties.